Hello, hello. I really didn't think I'd have another opportunity to make a video. I really didn't necessarily, to be quite honest, feel like it. And I thought I was gonna head off into the vacation yonder and come back with a whole bunch of deck ideas and things like that. And then I watched a video on YouTube. And it was a video by a guy, if you hang out in my channel or watch me regularly. You know him. He's the only person I've, I guess felt completely, like that I've completely trusted to the point where I gave him the mod status on my channel. And that's Nighthawk. And Nighthawk 233. He put a video up on YouTube where he's playing a Flame Shadow Conjuring deck. He even named it Flame Shadow Shite. So you know he doesn't even have a good opinion of it. And I know that he loves that card, and I know he loves duels. But in the video, he was saying, you know what? I haven't been making videos. I haven't been doing stuff because I'm just not inspired. I build decks and I delete them. And he's just not feeling the game. And, right on. It happens. I have been there. I have been there. So many of my decks don't last a day when I'm in a particular mood. And usually, for Nighthawk, he wants me to play with ridiculous things. And to be quite honest, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a very spiky spike, and typically I don't want to play bad decks because I could be playing good decks, and I don't want to play ambitious combo decks because I could be playing good decks, because I like spending more time winning than losing. But for Nighthawk, I decided I was gonna, I don't know what. I just said, okay, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in like 2 seasons. And I'm going to actually apply myself to figuring out if I can build a Flame Shadow Conjuring deck that's both fun and to win and lose with, and might actually win. So let's get into 4-color, almost 5-color Flame Shadow Conjuring. Oath of Nissa and Sylvan Ranger making appearances to fix the mana up because it's atrocious and hideous. Essence Flux because we have a lot of comes into play abilities, and it is not weird to go turn 2 with like some red land that you rarely use and green and play Sylvan Ranger and get your blue mana, and next turn Essence Flux it and go get your white mana. And then maybe you can Essence Flux it again to get your colorless mana. We'll get to that. Elvish Visionary, just a one-of. Sometimes you just go off with Elvish Visionary and Eldrazi Displacer or Flame Shadow Conjuring. Evolutionary Leap, putting the pieces together. Eldrazi Displacer, all these comes into play effects for Conjuring, doubled by your Displacer. And Sky Spawner to make that colorless mana to use your Displacer. Look at the Endless Loop. You can just waste 3 mana a turn so easily. It's awesome. Reflector Mage to do something productive with those blink effects. Bounding Krasis, also pretty productive on your blink. Whirler Rogue, bunch of Thopters, sounds good. Pia Kirin, more Thopters, could be fun. Altered Ego, more comes into play effects, could be enjoyable. Flame Shadow Conjuring, doubling down. Going deep on all the ETBs. Nahiri, why not? You can fetch another creature to use an ETB trigger with. Green Warden, you know it. Woodland Bellower, all the ETB. 26 land of all various types. But of course, you have to be greedy. You have to run the Westphal Abbey. Because God knows when you make a whole bunch of Thopter tokens, you just want to turn those into a Profane Prince. Winning the game isn't enough. You have to do it with a 9/7 Indestructible Lifelink Haste. Alright. As far as the mana base, I mean, yeah, I kind of figured out what I needed the most mana from and stacked it that way. But as far as like these little one-ofs, like the one of Falls and the one of Craig and the one of Glade and the one of Vista, I'm really not sure. I don't know. I don't know if that's remotely right. Needle Spires, I don't know if that should be in there. Probably not, considering that we have plenty of creatures. We'll pretty much never activate it, and it for sure enters the battlefield tapped, whereas another land might enter the battlefield untapped. I just talked myself out of this card. We're just going to change it right now before I, curse it in a game, and we'll run a Clifftop Retreat instead. The Lumbering Falls is a little different. I mean, producing green mana is more important, and we already ran the 2 Hinterland Harbors. So, let's see. We have, no removal. Not really. I guess I could get Declaration in Stone in here if, you know, I wanted to actually kill things. We'll see if that's a change that has to happen. It probably is a change that has to happen. How would I get a Declaration of Stone into this pile? Oh, whatever. Here I am trying to tweak it up. You guys, here I am trying to make it better. You guys know better than that. That's not what this is for. Probably Leap doesn't fit the curve the more I look at it, but who knows? I don't know. It seems like sometimes you just gotta kill something, right? Am I crazy? Am I out of my mind? Anyway, let's play it this way, and we'll see if Declaration of Stone is sorely, sorely missed. Alright, so this one's for Nighthawk. We're gonna just play the most greedy, atrocious Flame Shadow deck, and we're gonna actually see if we can combo off and win, and maybe give him some inspiration to try some new stuff. Because really, man, Breakneck Rider? Really? Like, I can't believe that's in your deck. I just... and I think it's a 34 creature Flame Shadow Conjuring deck. I think he has 34 creatures, and most of them don't have, like, comes into play abilities at all. Like, it's just so insane to me. But at the same time, whatever gets him playing more Magic, because he's a good dude, and he's my mod, and I gotta do him a solid. So we're gonna battle one for him. Hopefully make a video that Nighthawk would be proud of. So we're gonna start. Of course, we're in the uber competitive Xbox meta, where Fog is the gold standard of removal, and where the Razorfoot Griffins still run wild. So let's see what we get for an opponent. And yep, it's 26 lands. What do you think? We could go get green, oath into something else, and then what? Nothing. Alright, there we go. If we're really on point, we can alter ego this visionary. Now, you might say to me, CGB, what's the point of playing like a 4, kind of 5-color deck with Flame Shadow Conjuring when I could, you know, if I can build a mana base that can handle such an endeavor, why don't I just play 4 or 5-color Planeswalkers? Well, next question. I got nothing, and this guy is probably just gonna white aggro the crud out of our now mana flooded hand. Oh, he didn't have a turn 2 play. There's hope. Hope springing eternal here. Ooh, tank. Gotta think about this. Stuff can be hard. We don't have any white yet, so this will probably go get some white. And if we draw white before then, we'll go get colorless. But as far as what lands to have on the battlefield, if I want to do this next turn and then play Pia and Kieran the following turn, I need to have red mana out, so we'll do it like that. And, you know, I don't have Pia Kieran. It would just be nice to draw Pia Kieran. Nope. Didn't call my own shot. Didn't Babe Ruth it. Alright. Let's see what happens now. Opponent, bring in the white cards. Bring in all the basic planes. Let's see if he's got some Blessed Spirits. Or a Heliod's Pilgrim, sure. It's gotta be auras. Bet we'll want a Declaration in Stone for those auras. Although a Reflector Mage would help. Suppression Bonds, oh no. He could Suppression Bond. Now, this is, guys, I found it. I found it. This is why you run 4-color Flame Shadow Conjuring instead of 4-color Walkers. Suppression Bonds doesn't stop Flame Shadow Conjuring. I don't know if you guys knew that. That's a little bit of tech for you to take home. All right. This is actually a little interesting. We have the mountain, so that comes into play untapped. We still don't have a white card, so I'm in no hurry to evolve. So I can play this, I can play this, and I can hold up either sacrificing it or using the Flux. Alright. Not a lot going on with Flux yet, so I won't feel too bad fluxing the Visionary. It's a little risky, but not very. Like, what if Gideon reproaches it if I Flux after blocks? Ooh. Oh, well, flux me in that case. I'm just fluxed. I keep on saying energy, it's Essence Flux. Energy Flux is a very old card, and not worth talking about. Oh! It's a Slayer's Plate! Oh, this card is ridiculous. I don't know if you've ever played against it. It can be... It's actually, like... It's definitely not, like, a horrible card. It's a worthy-ish card, but man... Ha! He didn't see that coming, did he? Oh, look at that draw. There we go. Deck firing on all cylinders. Yes! Do it! Alright. For Nighthawk. Let's get this going. I was worried that I'd play like 6 games and never draw my 2 of, but there it is. In all of its glory. Go ahead, suppression bonds it. Or, if you solemn offerings, I'm just gonna cry myself a rip to sleep. Let's see. Enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Okie doke. So we can play a 5 mana, draw 2 Elvish Visionary with haste next turn if we need to. Probably better off getting the white mana and setting up the Reflector Mage combo. And here he comes with that Pilgrim. Look out below. Look at that Elvish Visionary, that one of in the deck, Elvish Visionary, doing work. Shutting down that Expedition Envoy, just locking him down. He's got no game, he knows it. So this is a pretty wasteful turn, but this is one of those things where you fix your mana and you just kind of take it. I mean, I could Altered Ego for no value, but what would be the fun in that? I mean, we want to Altered Ego Green Warden, right? I mean, or a Reflector Mage doubled. Come on now. Come on now, get real. Why would we have a productive turn when we can have a horrible turn instead? Or set up for a future amazing turn. And here comes that guy. Alright, we're going to... I can't believe he didn't try to Suppression Bonds the Evolutionary Leap. Maybe he doesn't know how ridiculous broke the card is. Get our white. Okay. Get our block. Get our sacrifice. Set up our next Fit of Insanity. Sylvan Ranger. Not exactly the Fit of Insanity I had in mind. What else you got? Maybe a Kythian's Irregulars to give me some juicy targets? Slayer's Plate. Okie dokie. You are a winner. Could have done that pre-combat. Who knows? Could have even done it to his Envoy and been able to attack with that too. But, you know, now I'm just backseat dueling. Red, green, blue? That'll do. Live the dream. Don't let your dreams be dreams. He's gonna pause me. Like, what? You're doing what to me? Alright, got you there. How about a little bit of Flame Shadow Conjuring? For the rubs, we could Essence Flux it too. And then lock the Heliod's Pilgrim in his hand. Oh, goodness gracious. Are you not entertained? So I have no idea if Nighthawk will be able to jump in on this stream, and I really hope he does. But if not, I'm definitely sending him a link to this video later. Just try to revitalize him. Try to bring him back to the duels. We need people like him, because they can't all be like me. I take the game way too serious. Way too seriously, you guys. I get way too into this ridiculous game. Nighthawk's a good dude. We just need him around. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You didn't hear my comment. Wait a minute. What's this? What's this crap? I bounced you with Reflector Mage, Envoy. You're not supposed to be here right now. What is this? Reflector Mage is all buggy and nobody knows what to do. Oh man. Boo. That looks pretty juicy, doesn't it? It's probably even better, though, to get back a Reflector Mage. I mean, what am I supposed to do right now? Is this the most insane hand you've ever seen? Is this board state anything but amazing? Like, anything but ridiculous? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Get that on the battlefield. I mean, I guess, but what am I even getting back yet? I've got nothing to get back yet. Nah. So we want to leave up a blue for sure, and a red for sure, and a green for sure. So we just want to do this for 4. Yeah, we'll just run it back. We're not even gonna pump it. Just gonna run it back. Get that out of here. And you go too. Away with you. You will never play your cards. You will never play your cards. I am the only one allowed to play Magic cards here. I think I've outdone myself this time, you guys. I've always said I'm not much of a deck builder, but I think I really outdid myself on this particular one-of game here. Yep, you put suppression bonds on Flame Shadow Conjuring, and it still works because it's not an activated ability. It's a triggered ability. He brings back the Topin. Let's see if he can bring the Envoy or the Heliod's Pilgrim back again. Because I just don't know what sets off the Reflector Mage bugs, but I have seen them in action plenty of times. Let's drop this in the graveyard, and then we can get it back with Green Warden. Yeah! Pia Kirin. It's getting so real right now. Now, Pia Kirin, maybe you don't belong in the deck. I mean, let's face it. How am I supposed to get 3 red mana on this mana base? Isn't that a bit much? Aren't I asking a bit much of my mana base at that point? So, Pia Kirin, you could probably be a Declaration in Stone. Alright. So what are we doing to our opponent now? What horrible atrocities are we committing in the name of fun with conjuring? Red open, green open. You know it. I bet we have a reprisal. Give me that. Go ahead, do it, dude. Reprisal. You got me. Boing. Oh my god. So yeah, we'll get another one of those, because that's ridiculously fun. We'll see if he has another to go on top of this. Get back. Another one. Why not? There's gotta be something. How much of this can my opponent take, do you think? How long? How long will it be before there's just no more he can take? Just attack. Oh no, Celestial Flare. You know what that means. Green Warden. Get me back another card, please. Yes. I was actually like lamenting that I was not going to have the value from sacrificing Green Warden to Evolutionary Leap and getting another card back, but my opponent took care of that. He's a sport. You can go, and you can go. Goodness gracious! There's a Slayer's Plate. Yeah, come get some. Come and get it. Although I don't even know. Do I even block here? Hope against hope. That is indeed flavorful in this game. That is indeed flavorful. Oh man, am I supposed to just take this damage? Because I think I can kill him if I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I kill him now. Bounding Crassus, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Altered Ego for something. Or just double Crassus, I think. Hey, there's the red mana. So 1, 2, 3, pay red. 1, 2, 3, pay red. Yeah, that'll do. Tap you. Pay. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed lethal last turn. Pause. Like crap. He got me. I had him on the ropes. I was going right to town. Yeah, man. Can't suppression bonds a flame shadow, baby. That's why this is so much better than 4-color walkers. Exaggerating. Nobody runs enchantment removal anymore. Let's get that back. It's just all the craziness. What is already dead can never die. Or what is dead may never die. Or whatever, Game of Thrones. Get in there. Do the work. He's probably going to go rethink Magic Duels itself after that one. Brah. Now, my next thing that I have to do is figure out just how to put Geist Blast in there. I mean, we have no spells. We have like no instants, no sorceries. We got like nothing of that nature going on whatsoever. But maybe if I get Geist Blast into this deck, Nighthawk will love Magic Duels again. And the world will be a better place. Oh, man. So I am going to pull the Pia Kirans for Declaration and Stones. My spiky nature can't help it. I didn't realize I'd like need 3 red to go off with them. And it's not like having the Thopters is like total shenanigans. It's like total hacks. So yeah, I think this is probably a wise and prudent move to consider that sometimes the opponent will play creatures that need to die. I'm a little soft to Ulamog is what I'm trying to say. A little soft to Ulamog. And with that, we'll go down to 1 Abbey, and we'll raise it to 2 planes. Do I have a lot of other white sources? We'll do the Vista instead. Or is it the Glade? Because I know I already had a lot of green sources. No, it's just so ridiculous. Like, what am I talking about? Let's take out Lumbering Falls. If this deck is activating Lumbering Falls, it is doing something horribly wrong. Like, horribly wrong. Because obviously when it's running, you just have all your mana doing so much. And we're going to get another red source in there with the Cinderglade, because I think I had plenty of blue. Anyway, let's try it again. Totally building on the fly. Totally just, I don't know. Wasn't even going to make a video. Wasn't going to stream at all. Wasn't going to do much of anything today other than the other things on my plate, which I'm not going to talk about. But this one's for my boy Nighthawk. Gotta show him. I don't want to come back from California from my vacation and find out like he just dropped off the face of the duels. I can't allow that. I've gotta give the effort. If there's something I can do, it's something I will do. And if nothing else, if it all goes south from here, you guys, we have that first game. We have that first game where I think we made like 5 Green Wardens of Marasa, where we Reflector Maged, where we Reflector Maged 4 creatures, or at least 4 times that I can remember. Where the opponent's Heliod's Pilgrim into Suppression Bonds tech for the Walker decks just didn't slow us down in the slightest. It's beautiful. It's all beautiful. I feel like my voice is already going out. I don't usually wake up and talk. I didn't drink anything. I think I need something. Alright, I mean, Declaration of Stone. Never should have put this in the deck. It does not combo with Conjuring. But we're going to keep this anyway. Why? Because we've got Flame Shadow, and the worst thing that could happen in these games is never drawing Flame Shadow. So what do? Do I go get white so that I'm ready? I mean, yeah, now I think I definitely do. But if I get white, like none of my lands enter the battlefield untapped. It's going to be forever before I cast this Oath of Nissa. No, I think we can set up with like Oath and then Wilds, depending on what we get off the Oath, and that'll probably get us a white if we don't find a white off the Oath and nothing better to take. What we really need off the Oath is some ETB creature. Our opponent's given us the black-white start. We can guess he just drew that Sanctuary or tapped wrong on his first turn. Let's take the Oath. Join the Oath of the Gatewatch Club, kids. See the world. Play Magic. Yep, Sky Spawner gets the nod. Land. That'll be a Plains. And we are already like getting the combos in place. Like I said, Eldrazi Displacer and Sky Spawner, never-ending loop of janky 1/1 garbage for 3 mana a turn. Actually, it's even worse than that. Because you make a 1/1, you sack a 1/1 to use the Displacer. It just does nothing. It's just a way to use your mana to literally do nothing, as opposed to ways to use it to do bad things. Alright, let's go get our white source. So this doesn't come in. I can play this and then it'll come into play untapped. And then the next turn I can spike my Conjuring. And yeah, okay, we're doing it. That's what we're doing. We'll get this on the table, see if it dies. This is something that can be suppression bonds, sadly, but Essence Flux can take care of that. And Green Warden can get it back. It's, you know, it's Displacer. You just run him out there and you hope he's intimidating and you hope for the best. We also have a Waste. Maybe we all dig that up with our Ranger and go combo crazy. Ooh, doesn't that sound fun? Turn 5, Sylvan Ranger, go get Waste. Play Waste. Target Sylvan Ranger with Displacer, go get another land. Then we have 2 lands. We had 1, then we had 2. Oh, yeah. Guys, what if this deck isn't horrible? What if our opponents always do nothing until turn 4, and we get to just run the gauntlet like this, and do all this ridiculous 4-color stuff? What if this is the new meta? Boom. Double dragon, baby. Double freaking dragon. Uh-oh. Yeah, what if the meta is all about a Curse Spirit? Then Flame Shadow Conjuring is definitely fast enough for the meta. We can take control of games. We can do it all. Got a message. Hold on. Mail reading. Gotta read my mail. App crash. Messages. Maybe it's hate mail. Oh, nice deck. Hey, somebody likes my deck. I built a nice deck, everybody. Oh my goodness. I wonder if he's watching or if he's just being complimentary. He's the person I played in my last game, I believe. But here we go. This is about to get real nasty again. Living the dream, baby. Living the dream. You see, Nighthawk, you can't stop brewing, dude. When you do, people like me never make decks like this. We remain uninspired. I'm letting the guy know I'm streaming on Twitch in case he wants to come watch. Alright. We got the 2/2, we got... So, what's the optimal line here? What is just the most broken? Evolutionary Leap into Sylvan Ranger into more land? Yeah, into the Waste so that I can use the Displacer whenever I want. Okay. Okay. I guess I don't even need the leap for that. So it's this into waste into displacing shenaniganry. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to pay. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I guess I want him to play a second creature. There's nothing that can't attack here, so we'll just leave this up. Prepare for combo nation. Yeah. If you didn't see it the first time, Eldrazi Displacer, Reflector Mage, and Flame Shadow make a copy. That's bouncing 2 creatures a turn. What? Deck is perfectly legit. Our opponent's at 7, so I don't even think all this combo nation is necessary. Okay, you did that. Let's do it. Boom. Boom. Look, I did it, Ma. I did the combo. And now I get to Flame Shadow the combo. No way. That's so rad. All your cards in your hand. All your cards in your hand. What to discard? It does not matter. You are at 7. I will play a Sky Spawner. I will make it hasty. I will crush you. He's out. Your auras are no match. King of Strong Style right here, ladies and troll that deck. Amen. Pure, if you just joined us, I'm trying to do Nighthawk a solid and get him back into Magic, but you know, let's BM the AI because we can, and just hack it up here. It's just too much fun at this point. Just too much fun. There. Yeah, I even got an extra land out of my deck. How do you like that? So yeah, 2 for 2 on incredibly broken draws featuring the often hated on Flame Shadow Conjuring, which, as we learned in Game 1, cannot be suppression bonds. You can suppression bonds a Gideon, but you can't suppression bonds a Flame Shadow, and that's why this deck is better than Planeswalkers. Just kidding. Don't actually quote me on that one. But hey, if you like playing non-interactive, totally broken, I get to do all the things Magic, why wouldn't you play this deck? It's absolutely ridiculous. And as like probably one of my first original brews, as in nobody like held my hand, it's like, hey, Abzan midrange, all you have to do is play good creatures, good removal, and finishers and planeswalkers, or Esper Control. You just counter stuff, and you play planeswalkers and you win. Or Geist Ramp, which was designed by Gemini. Or like White Aggro, you play small white creatures and you win. This one is pretty legitly inspired by Nighthawk's Flame Shadow shenanigans, but the 4 to 5 colorlessness is pretty legitly my own. So now I just want. The jig is up, guys. The jig is up. We're up against rank 40, man. This. We could be in trouble now. I have to get green, but then I don't have blue. So this hand actually is pretty bad. So okay. It also doesn't have Flame Shadow Conjuring. Yeah, we can try that. But the jig is up. It is. We got to put on our big boy pants and compete now. Right now, I think this gets another blue, so I can cast Whirler Rogue. Yeah, something like that. Wandering Fumarole. What if he's Tutelage? Do we beat Tutelage? I have no idea. I don't know what the meta is for this deck. I don't know what's going on. Let's go get the blue. Let's hope he's Prowess, because Reflector Mage might make his life pretty hard if he's Prowess. But if he's like Tutelage, Reflector Mage is just nothing. Like, it's a total waste card. And of course we drew 2. Alright. So, high variance about to kick in. And let's see, maybe he's Thopters? That wouldn't be... Oh, Jace! We've got a target! We've got a target! We've got a target! Hallelujah. I was worried there for a second. I was worried it was going to be creatureless and we were going to be so dead in the water. So playing the basics so that our battle lands come into play untapped. If we draw them, we have no... Let's see. We don't have a colorless source, but the rest of our mana is pretty much online for what we need to do. Because we only have single white that is required, we only have single red that is required, although extra red sources are welcome for, you know, Flame Shadow activations, multiples in a turn. And we can get a colorless off our Sky Spawner should we draw our Eldrazi dude. Not tutelage, not tutelage, not tutelage. Not visions, not visions, not visions. Yes! Thing in the ice. Awesome. Beautiful. Brilliant. And a lightning axe from a mage? I hate you. Don't do that. Shenanigans. And what? So he's just going to straight up discard something. Okay. His Jace. He discards Jace. I guess he doesn't think he'll have time for it now? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So what are the odds that he can like flip this next turn, cast 3 spells? He has 2 blue. Huh. I don't know. I don't think they're that high. So maybe I'm supposed to just board presence. Thinky, thinky, think. Because we want to put this off as long as possible, and backing it up is better. Like, backing up something that attacks is better. So I think I'll take a chance that he can't flip. If he can flip, I just get back Rogue and Sylvan Ranger and more value. I take 7, but then I bounce him anyway. So yeah, I think what we do is play Whirler Rogue. So if that's the play, we'll start with the attack. You are watching Rank 40 battles on Xbox One, and me with a 4, almost 5 color Flame Shadow Conjuring deck. I'm building a new meta. A meta for you, a meta for me, and a meta for Nighthawk, because I love the guy. Alright, he didn't... I could have also played Rogue first and made this unblockable, but I figured I could bluff it through. Not that there's any reason to have these untapped. Oh, I have a sense of judgment. Down he goes. Now I have a Green Warden target. Haha. And now we're definitely going into Mage Land. Let's see what we draw. Okay. Guess I would have been better off playing Sky Spawner last turn and the tap land so I could play 2 spells this turn, but no, I don't think I did it wrong per se. Bounce that, attack with that. Now what do we want to get? We have our 1 white that we need, have our 2 blue, the red mana we need. So am I supposed to get the colorless mana? That seems pretty lame. I'm gonna wait. I will make this decision later. Probably... I think there's only 1 red to get. So probably a green, to be honest, because I'm going to use my Vista as white when I have a white card to play. Here comes the catalog. Read in the catalog. J.C. Penney Sears Roebuck has arrived. That is a bygone age, back when you received catalogs in the mail and you ordered things from them using forms and waiting 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. It kind of got beaten by Amazon, in case any kids out there were wondering what I'm talking about. Skyline Cascade. Alright, let's go get that forest. Ew! Never what you want to see. Never what you want to see. But, let's cast it. Good chance I'm getting set up for like a sweeper, but we know he has Thing in the Ice. So, does that mean I'm supposed to play a Sky Spawner here? I don't think so. I think what I really want to do is use my Evolutionary Leap. If I use it now, I might hit another Sylvan Ranger. If I hit another Sylvan Ranger, it will get rid of the Thopter. Because the Ranger in play is better than the Ranger in the battlefield. Okay, darn it. I thought I might be able to somehow squeeze out hitting a land drop. We are despawn. We are playing 4-color Flame Shadow Conjuring. Not 4-color walkers. Not super friends. We are playing 4-color Flame Shadow Conjuring. And we actually have another rank 40 opponent to play against. And he is poring over some pages before recasting his thing in the ice that I bounced with my Reflector Mage. And he is playing a Fiery Temper. He's going to target my Reflector Mage. I'm going to sack it. So he's not going to replay his thing in the ice, I don't think, unless I didn't catch him hitting a land drop. Oh, if that had only been one higher, and we'd have another land on the battlefield. Oh, alright. Yeah, Spawn. It's been a while, and it's a good thing that you did, because I'm going to be taking a vacation. So I'm going to be gone for a while, starting very soon. Send the team. Probably starting Monday. And I didn't think I'd make another video, but, you know, as I've already said like a dozen times, and you're probably sick of hearing, I'm doing it for my buddy Hawk, who seemed a little down with the state of duels. Alright, so get this out there. Now I think I want the red. Because I want to be... No, I don't think I need the red. I took it anyway. Go me. And green open. Yep. Spawner. Your move, red blue. Your move. As we just play a stupid amount of value. Yeah, there's plenty of video to watch if you're missing me. Let's see if he can combo off and flip that this turn, but even if he can, just gonna destroy it. He's got another Avacyn's Judgment. That's a big negative. Alright, sacrifice. Melts the heart like fire and ash. Bellower, hello. Hello, big guy. I don't know if I'll have time for such big, awesome creatures as you in this game, as he's just kind of resetting with Thing in the Ice, and I'm just kind of battling with it. And, alright. 3, 4, 5. So that. So, yeah, we'll get that off the table, since it seems to be his whole game plan. Seems to be about all his deck wants to do is flip his Thing in the Ice. I'm sure he has like Fevered Visions and maybe even Tutelage in there too. He just hasn't drawn them at all. Them's the breaks. It happens. Let's get the Sky Spawner back down there. And your move. Could have also Bellowered, but I just didn't. It was probably the right play and I missed it. This is probably the right play. Could have just bellowed, sacking a Scion, not being a moron, but whatever. That ain't how I roll. There's Thing number. The Thing is back. How about that? Okay, so now it's probably a Green Warden Declare It. What's the new Legend video, Emerald? I didn't see the Legend video yet. What is it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it vampires? He's at 6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I can remove that Thing, I'm good. But yeah, I don't think I need to sacrifice any of my board at this time. He plays Weird Jund. Okay, that sounds like him. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess we can go for Bellower, tap down his Thing in the Ice and go for lethal, but that doesn't dodge. Let's see. We can also Green Warden and get back Declaration in Stone. That probably is a better line. Let's go for it. Because if I do the Bellower tap down with Crassus line, any removal spell and he lives another turn and he still has his Thing in the Ice on the board. He's gonna bounce green. Whoa, whoa, suicidal. All right. We got it! We beat rank 40! Blue-red do mostly nothing. Like Fidget with Thing in the Ice. We did it! Dun 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 dun. I'm excited to win like any games whatsoever with this Flame Shadow deck, but so far we're 3-0, and that time we didn't even need Flame Shadow. Alright, I'm going to launch for another game. I'm going to put the headset down, and I'm going to sprint upstairs and get something to drink before my voice goes. I made it! I did it! I got back in time. Alright. Looks like we're going up against some Dark Elf. Well, bring it on, Legolas. I got you. I got this. Actually, I don't know how I would even do against like a dedicated elf deck. It seems like they might be able to run me over before I do awesome things. Alright. Yeah, we can keep it. I mean, it's no Flame Shadow Conjuring hand, but it's got our colors. See? 4 colors. See that? You just draw like this and you don't have mana trouble. And of course now we flood on Sylvan Rangers, but whatever. Whatever. Hey, they turn off Thornbow Archer. I don't know if you knew that. They're an elf, so can't Thornbow this. Alright, Caesar. Bring it on, man. I got that. I can match that. What do we want to get? I think we want another blue for Whirler Rogue. We'll start there. I mean, look at this, like, okay, we are definitely playing a creature combo-y deck, but like, look at this curve of just the Value Town dudes we have stuffed in it. Like, maybe this is closer to a Bank Collected Company because at least we have like Flame Shadow Conjuring to do absurd, busted things with. Alright, Sylvan Advocate, you know it. I'm gonna ambush that. I don't know if you guys know. That's my plan. He knows about the other blue. He doesn't know about the white. So blue-green. Yep, that'll do. We'll just pass. I got you. I got this. Of course, if he pumps it up, I'm going to be embarrassed. But if he has something like Might of the Masses... Oh! Yeah! Okay! Cool. We get to play Bounding Crassus into Reflector Mage and just go crazy. So since we're going to play the Reflector Mage, we'll tap this down. So it can't block, and we get our 4-point swing in. Yeah, gotcha, Sylvan Advocate. You weren't expecting the Fish Lizard. Nobody expects Fishzilla over here. Draw an Energy Flux. Aww. It's just going for it completely. But, oh well. We'll leave the blue up just to bluff it. Who knows? Maybe he'll somehow make me draw a card and I'll draw it. Wouldn't that be tight? Alright. Hopefully he has like 3 Huntmasters in his hand. That is something you could have a 4 of. That would be good. And next turn is probably Sylvan Ranger, Eldrazi Skyspawner, and then Ormondal. How sick is that? How freaking awesome is this deck? It's exciting. Nothing else is exciting. Okay, so he's got Graveblade. My assault is shot. Ah! What? Yes! We did it! We drew it. Is that better than the line I just described, though? I'm actually not sure that it is. I'm really not sure that I shouldn't just be doing the line I described that I was planning on. But man, come on now. It's Flame Shadow. But quite honestly, if I'm dirtling with that, there is a good chance... Let's see. So if I play Flame Shadow, next turn I can play Whirler Rogue, copy it, and if I draw any land over the next 2 turns, I can Ormondal off the copied Whirler Rogues. But if he has a Reclamation Sage, I'm just screwed. And that's something you just play in elf decks. I mean, I think Nighthawk would tell me to have no fear, but I just can't do it, dude. I think the line I spelled out before is better, so I have to go for it. I have to play the better line. I'm still Spiky Spike, dude. I can't get it out of my blood. I just have to go for these things. I just have to play. I have to try to play optimally. Don't hate me. Don't judge me, Nighthawk. Alright. Big board. Shut down by a Graveblade. Now he's going to play his Huntmaster, yep. Or Master of the Hunt, or Hunt Caller, or I think it's a Huntmaster. I just always think Huntmaster of the Fells. Yeah, it's lists a lot of Huntmaster. You got another alpha there? No? No other 2-drop elf? Okay. And, let's get busy. Keeping the flyer to race in the air. Boom. Seems good. Your move. Oh my lord. The one of Westvale Abbey showing up, being clutch. Yeah, you go for that. You go for that. See how this works out for him. Indestructible. I have become indestructible. Look at them abilities. See that helmet? That means indestructible homes. I figured out my little emoticons, my little icons. He's probably reading the card right now too. I'll help you. Flying, lifelink, indestructible. Haste. It's the boss. Ormondal, profane. He's been released from the Abbey. You have no recourse. Yep, bring on the pain, dude. I'll gain all that back and then some. Who needs sweepers when you got all this action? And I'm just warming up. There's so much I didn't do in this game. Fog? What do you guys think? Fog? I can't concede because he might have the fog. Might be a setup. Nope. He's fogless. For the first time ever, he's fogless. Ba-bam. Alright. One more game. One more game. We are 4-0. We're going to go for the 5-0. For the haters out there, one of them was rank 40. The others were pretty much abominations, but it's okay. It's okay. This is Xbox. This is Xbox, where abominations run the yard. And big bullies like me play whatever we want to and still smash and bash. One more. And every time I say one more, you guys know the connecting takes forever. Every time I say one more, we have to wait on other players to join the match, and it doesn't work, and we have to back out, and we have to do that like 4 times. It's like they know. It's like they know. Like, that's enough beating up on noobs for the day, CGB. We at Wizards don't appreciate you making players quit and uninstall our game with your complete and total smacketh downs. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. King of Strong style. Connect, 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 connect. 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 Okay. Fail. And here we go again. So what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Let's do it! One more for Nighthawk. I'll show him Flame Shadow Conjuring going 5-0. Maybe he'll go buy an Xbox One after he sees how much you can do with a Flame Shadow Conjuring on this platform. Oh, goodness. We got an opponent. It looks like Gemini. Oh, please don't be Gemini. Don't be Gemini. Gemini would tear this in half. He'd probably play like Dirtle Esper Control and just destroy us. But we'll see. We'll see. Waiting. Ah, it's Angelic Knight. It is not infamous Gemini. Okay. Slow. This is like super slow, but we're on the play, and we have a removal. Mana-wise, we have double blue already. This can get the white. Okay. So what to play first? We really want to be able to have turn 2 green for drawing Sylvan Ranger, Evolutionary Leap, Evolving Wilds, and Oath of Nissa, so we're going to lead with the Glade. Even though we could have like worked it so that things came into play untapped later. The other option was the Island. Yeah, I guess the Island would have been fine, because we could have played Harbor, or we could have Evolving Wilds. Alright, there we go. So we'll go get white mana with that. Brain in a jar. Now there's something you don't see every day. And now what? Still have nothing to really cast. I mean, I could throw down the Reflector Mage, but I don't know if that will actually do any good. At the same time, I kind of need a body to start doing some damage. I mean, we have, of course we drew like bold declarations. You always draw a double when you don't need them at all. So I'm just going to spike this and get the pressure on. We have a combo-y late game element, but we are very much a mid-range beatdown deck, if these games have taught me anything about this build. We're just kind of a mid-rangey creature beatdown deck with some crazy Flame Shadow combos that go off like once every 3 games. Now what's it gonna be? Brain in a jar, going up. What do you know? No 1-cost spells to cast. No Clutch of Currents. Alright, he could have Horribly Awry. That would be a very sad thing. But I'm just not gonna play around anything. Why would I? Puncturing Light. You got me. Not sad about that at all. That's fine. That means that Whirler Rogue will resolve. Handy dandy. And maybe, you know, even if he holds up a counter, Altered Ego next turn on the Whirler Rogue. Yeah. Doing it. Just walking right into Planar Outburst. Plus we get +1/+1 counter. Oh! Oh, the value. The shenanigans. Hopefully he'll try to counter it. Like, that would just make my day. Oh, he's a long way off Planar Outburst. He missed a land drop. Okay. Alrighty. Damn, this draw. Of course I can build something based on Chandra's Ignition. Do that every day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do to me? You gonna stop me? You can't stop me. I'm the Juggernaut. You gonna puncture some more light? Gonna tick for tack, pick on my rogues. Maybe he runs like all the Gideon's Reproaches, all the Puncturing Lights, all the Celestial Flares. Anybody tried that? Just the you can never attack me deck? Dazzling Reflection. Sounds like such a troll move. He's going for the Thopter. and he's telling time. I would have told time first. Whatever. You do what you want. Maybe he knows he needs land for that planar outburst we're talking about. There's a good chance next turn the play is like to Reflector Mage my own Whirler Rogue, so I have some recourse to a sweeper. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. I would love for him to play a creature. Declaration in Stone my Whirler Rogue, so I can make 2 clues. Oh, the shenanigans. Oh, what to do with my mana against this Brain in a Jar blue-white. We got 8 damage on the table. He should probably do something. Okay. He's got a militia captain. Alright, so we've got choices. And I think the choice is Declaration in Stone, because you want to use it while your opponent's kind of down on mana, and when they can't sack the clue, so there's a good opening for it. Evolutionary Leap and Declaration in Stone is what I'm thinking. So let's lead with the Declaration Stone, because if he counters that, we have another one. Pause. Play what? Broken Concentration. He did it! You got me. Alright, so now we can play this. And get in there. Send the fleet. Mobilize the fleet. He saved his captain from a Declaration in Stone, so will he block the rogue? Yes, he will. And that is fine. I will trade. I got lots more creatures where that came from. Evolutionary Leap is like some of the best sweeper protection in the game. Better than even like cards that make things indestructible. It just gets you more creatures. It's like, good job, you killed my creatures. Here comes some more. And they might be better, they might be worse, but they might be better. Emerald, as far as building something based on Chandra's Ignition, if your whole deck is built around Chandra's Ignition, well, I'll show you a deck I have based on Chandra's Ignition sometime. It's an Aristocrats deck that uses Nantuko Husk and Chandra's Ignition to go absolutely crazy. Get in there! Got some more Puncturing Light for me? What you got? I'm ready. Bring it. 4 mana. 4 counters on Brain in a Jar. No play. So here comes the sweeper, I'm guessing, so we'll just pass the turn right back to him. And there's a play I did not expect. Okay, buddy. You did it. Oh, man. Well, just when I thought things could get interesting, he has to go play that card. Well, see ya. Reflector Mage is the boss. Mid-range creature deck taking the victory. What's that red mana for? I don't know. Didn't draw any red cards. Doesn't matter. All right, 5-0 with Flame Shadow Conjuring, 4-color Flame Shadow Conjuring. We went full-blown Displacer Essence Flux combo in like 2 games. The rest of the time was like mid-range beats, including an Ormondal. So the deck has moving pieces for days. It just has so much going on. So one more time for the people. We'll just have a quick review. And again, Nighthawk, try this out. If you just want to play some wacky combo-y stuffs, play this. So, Oath of Nissa, Essence Flux, Sylvan Ranger, 1 Elvish Visionary, Evi Leap, Declo Stone, Displacer, Sky Spawner, Reflector Mage, Crassus, Rogue, an Altered Ego, Flame Shadow Conjuring, Nahiri the Harbinger, Green Warden, Bellower. Never got to use Nahiri. I like her in the deck because it actually does give us an out to like enchantments and things like that. But it also, when you ultimate it, can go get Green Warden and Bellower and make more shenanigans out of Flame Shadow. Or Altered Ego is another interesting bullet with Nahiri if you already have something in play that you want to use with it. And if you blink it with your Displacer, it doesn't return to your hand if you want it to stay on the battlefield, but just stay there tapped. Anyway, all the shenanigans. Mana base, God knows if this is right. I don't know. I mean, it actually did a lot better than I ever imagined it might, but yeah, whatever. Just mana base. I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's horrid. Alright, so guys, it's been fun, and I am off, probably on vacation. Maybe I'll get another video made, maybe I won't. But thank you very much for watching, and at some point, I will be back.